And let me record from my side. Let me share the screen. Yeah, fine. Okay. So why? What is the answer? Why I cannot see the role, customized role here, database role here?
I'm not sure, but I think reconfig command,
Hmm?
reconfig command, I think.
Reconfigure. Reconfigure is
Yeah.
only we are going to use only for SP configure, not for this. Okay.
Okay.
Simple thing,
Wow.
guys. Simple thing. Very simple thing. I guess you know the answer. You are kidding me. Why you are kidding me? Wantedly you are not telling the answer. Priyan,
Shanmugh, that database storage was created on which database?
I don't know which database. You have to tell me. Brian,
Yes, sir. I'm still
why
trying to
Brian? Why
see.
you are kidding me, man? Please, Brian, I don't know anything. Tell me, man.
uh,
Joshi.
I don't, sir. I don't know, sir.
Okay. We have created the database role in the AdventureWorks. Okay. These are database level objects specific to that particular database. So you are searching in the sales database. How can you see that particular role? Right? These are not server roles. You cannot see in the server
Okay.
level. These are the database roles. You can only see in the database, particular database only. I have created this role in the AdventureWorks. So I have to select AdventureWorks to see the role. But I have selected sales database. That's why I cannot see the role. Why? Because in the sales database, I didn't created any customized role, database role. Okay, database roles are specific to database. Clear, Joshi?
Yes, sir, got it your point.
Okay, so we have created the role in the database. Okay, AdventureWorks. So that's why we can see this role in only that particular database only. We cannot see in any other database. Okay, any database you cannot see. Any database you cannot see. You can see other roles, but you cannot see that particular role, right? So any questions, guys? Any questions? Any doubts? This is how we are going to create a customized database role. In the organization, sometimes we'll use okay a script to create the database role, or else sometimes if they ask us to create database role manually, simply we have to ask what kind of permissions you need. Okay, once they provided all the permissions on all the tables, so based on their requirement we'll create a database role. It will be difficult. Why? Because server role is somewhat okay, we can manage, but database role lot of tables will be there. So on which table what kind of permissions we have to give, we don't know. Every time you have to ask developers, which is very difficult thing. So we'll simply ask users, please create a script for that. Okay, so that we'll run the same script, so that they are going to create the script and they will give us, we'll simply run that script. It will create the customized database role with permissions. Next time, in case if anyone wants to add, we'll simply click on the login, double click on the login, go to user mapping, select the particular database. You can see the highlighted roles and all, select the particular role. That's it. Fine, clear? Any issues, any doubts? Right. So we'll start discussing the orphan users now. What is an orphan user? How to see the orphan user? In which scenarios we are going to get the orphan user? How to fix the orphan user? Okay, so all these things we are going to discuss. Right, imagine this is my Windows server. Windows server. And this is my SQL server. Right. In this SQL server, I have databases. Okay. Database. Lot of databases are there like this. Okay. One database, two database, three databases. Imagine there are three databases. Right. So as per the diagram, Windows login means what? So Windows user, imagine this is my Windows user. In case I want to create a Windows login, a Windows user should be there either in the Windows machine or in the Active Directory level, right? So based on that only I can create a Windows login. Okay, fine. Forget about it as of now. Okay, so let me delete this. We'll discuss about the Windows login later, or else let it keep. Okay, let me keep this login. Fine. Right. So this is Windows login, and for this Windows login, we have created a Windows SQL login. Okay, so on the basis of this Windows login, I have created this Windows SQL login. So when you give permission on any database to this login, okay, for this login, you give permissions on this database. Okay, right, and let me draw this as well for this Windows login. So this is a Windows login, Windows user, sorry, this is a Windows user. Let me write down that as well. Windows user. Okay, this is my Windows user. For this Windows user, I have created a Windows login. Windows login. So when you create Windows login, of course, you will give permissions on any database, right? Okay, so once you give permissions on this database, automatically a small user will be created in that particular database, right? Okay, this is the small user. Fine. So we'll go like this. This is the grandfather. Based on the grandfather, father is created. Based on the father, child is created, right? So there is a dependency. This child is dependent on this father. This father is dependent on this grandfather. Fine, right? This is security, right? For SQL login, no need to create any Windows login, right? For SQL login, simply you can create a SQL login. Drag somewhat up. This is my SQL login. In case if you give access to the SQL login on this database, automatically a small login will be created. Okay, so color is somewhat. Let me maximize him. We're going to, okay, let me keep here. Okay, Control Z. Okay, fine. Okay, small Windows login is created. Let me draw this arrow. Fine. So in case you give access on different databases, okay, automatically different users will be created for the same login. For the same login, different users will be created in each database. Right, fine. So for these two users, who is the father? This guy is the father. Okay, right. So what is meant by orphan? First of all, What is meant by orphan? Orphan means
Telugu.
those who don't have parents.
No parents.
Yes, no parents, we can call them as orphans. Okay, no parents, we can call them as orphans. Fine. So in this scenario, if someone deleted this parent, these two users became orphans, right? Database users cannot be deleted automatically when you delete the parent. Fine. In this scenario, what happened? The login is deleted by someone. So these two people, okay, who is depending on this particular parent became, why? Because parent is not there. Now these two users are orphan users. So there are two scenarios. These orphan users will be created. What and all those two scenarios? One scenario is when orphan users will be created. When orphan users will be created? What is the one scenario, guys? Just now we have discussed it, right?
SQL Server login will deleted.
Yes, once SQL login is deleted, then the orphan user will be created, right? Just a minute. Yeah. So when you delete a SQL server, automatically orphan user is created. That is one scenario. What is the second scenario? Can anyone tell me? Can anyone
Database
tell-
user deleted time.
If database user is deleted, that parent will become orphan parent, huh? No, like that. Okay. Okay. Thanks for trying. Okay, it's good, but not like that. Just guess it.
Windows login.
No. That is different thing. We usually see in the society missing cases, right? Parents will be there, children also will be there, but if the children is missing, those people also we are going to call them as orphan, right? Right. So here parent will be there, child also will be there, but if you restore this database, okay, in another server, as users are database level objects, okay, users also will come along with the database. Users also will come along with the database, right? So but the parent is not there here. Parent is only here only. Okay, this is the parent. Parent is in this server, but the user is in this server. He don't have parent now. In this server, he don't have parent. So this is also called orphan user, right? Those who are not having parents, we can call them as orphans, right? So in two scenarios, one is if you delete the login, the dependent users will become orphans. This is one case. Generally, it is not possible in the organization. No one delete the logins. Why? Because only SQL DBS will be controlled. Okay, the logins and all. So 99% might be there may be any mistake and all or any misunderstanding. In such scenarios, logins will be deleted. Generally, no one will delete the login. Okay. In another scenario, if you restore the database from one server to another server, automatically users also comes along with the database, but the logins are server level objects. Okay, these logins won't come here, but the users are database level objects. When you restore the database, tables will come, stored procedures will come, views will come, triggers will come, everything will come. Users also will come along with the database. So now parent is here in this server, but the same parent is not there in this server. So this user will become an orphan user now. Clear? Mainly in two scenarios we'll get the orphan users. One is if someone deleted the login, that is an orphan user. Another thing is if you restore the database in another server also, In such case also orphan user will be created. Clear? Is it clear? Any issues, any doubts here, please?
Sir, once, repeat once, sir.
Nothing is there. See here. If you delete the login, this is clear, right? This diagram is clear, right? When you gave access to any database, automatically a user will be created with the same name. This is clear.
Yes, yes.
This is clear, right? So here, if someone deleted the login, what is meant by orphan? If there are no parents, we can call them as orphans, right? In this case, someone deleted my login. So these two people will become what? How can we call them?
Orphans.
Orphans. Why? Because
Orphans.
parent is not there. So these two people became orphans now. This is one scenario. The second scenario is if you restore the same database in another server, along with the tables, users also will come. Why? Because users are database level objects. If you expand database, if you expand security, if you expand users, you can see the users here. If you restore the whole Amazon database in another server, okay, all the users also will come along with the database. Whatever objects are there under this Amazon database, all the objects will come in another server, right? So there also users will come in another server, right? So in that way, the users will be migrated to the another server, but the logins won't be migrated from this server to this server. Login is there, user is also there, but they are there in different locations, like missing cases. Missing cases, child will be there in different city or town, the parent will be there in different city or town. So they don't have bonding now. Okay, both are existed only, but they don't have bonding now. Okay, you can call that particular child as a orphan, right? In the same way, if you restore the database in another server, the users will come along with the database, but the logins won't come, right? Okay, so in this scenario means in two cases the orphan users will be created. One case is if you delete the login, orphan user will be created. If you restore the database in another server, not in the same server, if you restore the database in another server, in that case also orphan user will be created. Clear? Any issues, any doubts?
We can take backups of logins also by executing run script.
Yeah, we can take. That can be possible. Okay, I'll tell you. So is it clear, right? Clear, right? Any issues, any doubts? Guys, please. Any doubts here?
Clear.
Yeah. Fine. So
Yeah.
in this way,
Yes, sir.
orphan users will be created. So what we can do is, let me create a login. Okay, let me show you the demo now. Okay, I'll create a login. Some login one I'll create. Login one. So what I'll do, I'll simply give access to any of the database. So login one user will be created in the database. Okay, I'll give access to Amazon also. Login one user will be created in the Amazon also. Okay, I'm not giving, let me give some permissions also. I'll show you whether we can get the permissions also. We can see here. Okay, the same permissions will be login one, right? Why we got DB owner automatically? Okay, fine. Okay, so this login one under AdventureWorks is having DB owner permission, and this login one under this Amazon database is having this kind of permissions. Okay, so I gave login one. What is this? Login one is not valid. Okay, this is Windows login, right? Okay, fine. Let me go to the general. Let me select SQL login. I'll choose 123 password tab 123 just for sample purpose. Okay. So
Small
yes,
doubt.
yeah.
Yeah, actually, when we getting a request to create a login, they will be telling like a Windows login or a SQL login, or we have.
So in case we have to ask them, okay, we have to ask them whether they
Okay.
need Windows login or SQL login. 99% will create, 90% will create SQL logins.
Okay.
Okay, in case they need explicit logins, they have to take permissions from the Windows team. Why? Because the account should be created by the Windows level, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So in case if they're asking for existing account, we can create it, but we have to ask them whether they are looking for a Windows login or SQL login. We have to ask them. Sometimes they don't understand what is this Windows login, SQL login. I don't know. You have to explain them. This is the Windows login. This is the SQL login. 90% will all users will use SQL login only.
Okay.
Okay, right, fine. So I'm giving a small password, 123 password. Okay, so it won't accept in case if I check this policy. Okay, enforce password policy, it won't accept the small passwords, and also that's why I'm unchecking this policy. In the organization, don't uncheck this policy. I have to log in every time, right? So instead of giving big password, I'm giving small password, 123 password. But in case if I have to give 123 password, I have to uncheck this one. If password policy is there, it won't accept to create a small password. If password policy is not there, then only we can create a small password. So that's why I'm unchecking this. It's not part of the practice. Just for the login purpose, I'm unchecking this. In the organization, don't uncheck this policy. Okay, fine. That's it. Let me click OK. Fine. Login one is created. So if you see here, this is Amazon database, right? Under user section, login one. As I gave access to login one on Amazon database, login one user is created. In the same way, I gave access on this one also. What is this database? AdventureWorks. In the AdventureWorks also, login one user is created. Under users, login one user is created. And if you see, this is my login one login. Right. So how to check the orphan users? What is the query to check the orphan users? There is a query. We can find the orphan users by using this query stored procedure, especially sp underscore. Okay, srv. No. Okay. Yes, sp underscore change underscore change users login. Okay, in case you want to generate a report of the orphan users, you have to type report. Okay, let me run this query. As of now, what it means, I don't see any username, any orphan users, right? Clear? So how can I see orphan users now? Can anyone tell me? Now I want to generate orphan users. How can I generate an orphan user now?
We can delete the SQL login.
By
Deleting login.
Very good. Okay.
Login, sir.
By deleting login, I can generate an orphan user. What is the other case?
by moving the
Database copy.
Not moving, by restoring. Okay.
Restoring the
restoring their
users.
database to another server.
Okay. Very good. So that I can show you in the migration concept. Okay. Now I am going to delete the parent. Who is the parent? Login one is my parent.
Login.
Okay, so I am deleting the login one. I'm using a delete button. Okay, or else let me delete. Right click, delete. Now let me click OK. You will get a warning message like this. What is this warning message? Deleting server logins does not delete the database users associated within the with the logins. Means it is saying if you delete the parent, it won't automatically delete the children from the databases. Okay, if you delete the login, it won't delete the associated users from the database. So to complete the process, delete the users in each database. In case you want to delete the users manually, you have to delete the users manually from each database. That's what it is saying. Let me click OK. Okay, now the login is deleted, guys. Now the login is deleted. Okay, so now parent is deleted. Okay, the children will become orphans now. Run the same query again. Earlier in the AdventureWorks database, I don't have any orphans. Now when I delete the parent, immediately I can see one orphan user is there. So in the Amazon database also, okay, in the Amazon database also, one orphan user is there. For one login one, I gave access on two databases. One is Amazon database, second one is AdventureWorks database. Once you delete the particular parent, now the two users in these two database becomes orphans. Okay, so this is the query to find out the orphan users in a database, but you have to run this query on each table, sorry, each database. If you run it on Amazon, you can see only the orphan users in the Amazon database. If you run the same query in the AdventureWorks, you can see, okay, whatever orphan users are there in the AdventureWorks. So you have to run this on all the databases manually in case you want to find, or else some custom scripts will be there. You can run the custom script so that it will show you all orphan users in the server level. Clear? Now how to fix this issue? Login is deleted, users became orphans, but we have to fix this issue, right? How to fix it? The same solution in two scenarios.
We
In
can-
case, yeah, in case
Yes,
if you delete the
we can
login,
create login.
yeah, very good. We can create login. Yeah, very good. Let me explain this point. There is no different solutions if you delete the login or if you restore the database. In both the scenarios, orphan users will be created. If you delete the login, also orphan user will be created. If you restore the database in another server, also orphan user will be created, right? So for both situations, we are going to follow same troubleshooting steps. There is no different troubleshooting steps for restoring database and all. Okay. Once orphan user is created, by anyhow it can create either by deleting or either by restoring. Okay, it can be created in any manner, but the thing is how you are going to fix the issue. So what is the solution now? How can we fix this issue? Missing cases are there. How can you fix the missing? Those people can be called as, those children can be called as orphans, right? How you can fix the issue if missing cases are there? Missing cases are there. Okay, how you can fix the issue?
You have to find out the information, whatever the names, whatever
Yes.
the
By anyhow, see, for example, sometimes we'll get the WhatsApp messages and all, this child is missing. Okay, or else some people will send a WhatsApp message. Okay, this is, I see this child. Anyone knows this child and all, will get this kind of information and all. Right? So if you map a parent and a child, then automatically orphan user issue will be fixed, right? If you map a parent and the respective child, automatically orphan user will be fixed. How can I do that now? In case I want to fix this issue. Now I want to fix this orphan user issue. How can I do that? Someone told the answer now only.
Yes, you
Created
can
login.
you can create login one.
Very good. I can create login. Once I create the login one, automatically orphan users will be fixed. Very good, excellent. There is nothing, there is no rocket science, just a common sense. If you create login one, again parent will be there. So associated users is also there. So automatically orphan users will be fixed. But there is a small trick here. Okay. How a user and login both are bonding with each other. How login one knows, login one user knows, login is my father. How both are bonding each other, how a child and a parent are bonding each other. What is the concept behind this? Okay, so the concept is SID. SID, security identifier. Okay, so both login and user is having same SID, guys. Okay, let me show you. I can use a query called select star from sys.logins. Select star from sys.logins. Okay, to find out the logins in SQL Server, I can use this logins, sys logins. It will show you all the logins list with SIDs. Whatever logins are there, it will show you all the logins. As login one is already deleted, I cannot show you, but let me show the Joshi login. We have Joshi login, right? So here, just go to the login name, just drag this column. Okay, drag like this. Let me keep it as first column. Where is Joshi login? Here is Joshi login. What is Joshi login SID? This is Joshi login SID. Control V. Okay, remember this Joshi login SID. This is Joshi login SID. Okay, fine. Let me go to any database where Joshi is created. AdventureWorks, I guess Joshi is there, right? Yeah, Joshi is there. This is which database? Yeah, okay. So to find out the users, I have another query called select star from. Can you tell me what is the users query? Sys dot. To find out logins, sys dot sys logins. To find out users in the database,
Sys.users.
sys dot sys users. Okay. So you can run this query. Now let me run this query. Okay, so Joshi, and what is the SID for Joshi user? Control C. This is Joshi login SID, right? And this is Joshi user SID. See here, Joshi username and Joshi SID. Both are same, right? Right? So that's
Yes.
why Joshi login and Joshi user are associated together. The bonding between the login and user is same SID. Okay, in case if I create a new login, as login one is deleted, if I create new login, what will happen?
Same ID will be created.
How can you say that?
The ID will change.
Yes. SID will be changed. Okay. So what is the login one SID? This is the login one SID. Let me show you. Okay, this is the login one SID, right? So let me create a login one now. Security. Again, I'll create new login. Login one. SQL login. I'm giving the same name. Login one. I'm sorry for that. 123 123. I'm checking this password. I'm not giving any permissions. Again, if I give permissions, again, okay, login one user will be created. So I'm not giving any permissions. I'm simply creating a new login one. Right. Let me run this query. First query. Where is the column? Where is the column? This is the column. Okay. And dig. That. Come on. Okay. And login one. Okay. See here. Which SID is created? Both are same.
No.
No, sir.
So the orphan user issue won't be fixed. What is the solution now? What can be the solution? Creating new login. The answer is correct. We have to create login one. The answer is correct. But here, if you create new login simply like this, like how I did, it won't fix the issue. Then how to do that? How to fix the issue? You have to create a login with specific SID. Okay. What is the user SID? This is the user SID, right? So what you can do now, let me delete this login, guys. Login one. Okay. Login one. Let me delete this. Delete. Okay. I'm deleting the login one now. I want to create a new login with the same SID. Okay. With user SID. So what is the query for that? Create login. Login name is login one. Okay. with password is equal to, I'll give 123 password 123, okay, comma SID is equal to, okay, Control C, Control V. Okay, so I'm creating the new login with the same user SID. Check policy of check policy is equal to off. Check expiration is equal to off. Why? Because I'm giving a small password, right? So I'm simply turning off the password policy. Policy expiration. I'm just turning off the password policy. Now let me create it. Now the login one is created. Refresh it. You can see login one. Now check whether orphan user is there or not. Fixed. It was fixed. So in this way, you have to fix the issue, orphan user issue, right? I have two orphan users actually. One is in AdventureWorks, second one is in Amazon database. So I have fixed in the AdventureWorks. Is it going to be fixed in the Amazon also, or I have to fix the Amazon database login one user also?
No need.
Fix it.
Okay, so why? Because if you run this query again, already login one is created. We cannot run this query again, right? So there are a lot of ways to fix the orphan user. This is one of the way. But if you use this way, if you have 100 orphan users also in 100 databases, all will be fixed automatically. Just you have to simply create the login like this. So now there will be no orphan user issue in the Amazon database also. Automatically this will be fixed. Okay, there is no orphan user. See here, I'm executing the query. Okay, there is no orphan user in the Amazon database also. That is the advantage of this query. Okay, so now if you want to see, you can see now. Okay, select star from sys.sys login again. I'm running. Where is the login name? I guess it will be at the end of the table. Okay, this is my login one. Let me select the row. Okay, so this is my SID, login SID. Paste. And let me go to the AdventureWorks. Let me run the same query. Where is login one? This is my login one user. Control C, Control V. See here, now both are same, right?